All right, what's going on, guys? Matt here. And before I get into this interview, I did want to clear up some things. Yes, my mic was cutting out a lot, but that's gonna change. I'm getting a new mic soon, so hopefully quality will be 10 times better. But the interview is not really about me per se. This interview is about Anthony, who this was by far one of the best interviews that I've recorded since starting this podcast. So I just want you guys to like deeply listen to like what he says, type shit, and just take what he says into like a perspective. So yeah, let's get into the interview.
What up, bro?
What's up, bro? How are you, man?
Just chilling, bro. I'll be on my whip ski, so I fucking
No worries, no worries.
yeah.
So pretty much, I'm gonna just run through some questions, and we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little bit, type shit.
Yeah.
If you wanted to
Mhm.
like start off, basically like tell everybody like who you are in a sense.
Yeah. Um, shit. My name's Anthony, man. I make music. I do a lot of other stuff. I create, make clothes. Um, just honestly, just music. To be honest, is what really defines me as a person. Um, that's just really like the frequency and the vibration behind music is what moves me every single day to get up out of bed and do that shit. So that's usually how I cope with myself is just through just vibration. So I guess you can consider me just a feeling, bro. I don't like to be considered as a human being because I feel like honestly, everyone's human. They all have their own aspirations in life, but I feel like with me, I'm just a feeling. Like, I don't want no one to know who I am really. I like to be secluded and quiet. Um, and I don't like to be, it like contradicts like what I do. I do music and
Yeah,
shit. It's like super tough for me to really, ideally get um that type of energy where I don't want attention. So, but everyone will just know me for my music, and like not anything else. I don't talk about drama. I talk about myself really. Maybe just like the feelings I go through, but honestly, other than that, it's not anything too crazy. I don't like to get people in my business for real.
yeah. No,
So
I respect that completely. For real, like I respect that
yeah,
shit.
appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just want to be like considered more of a feeling than anything else.
Okay, fuck with that heavily. Um,
Mm,
talking about your music, um, who like inspired you, or did you inspire yourself?
shit. As far as
Like who like
inspiration,
in type shit?
like influence, like music wise, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Um, my father back when I was like I'd say like 7 years old. The first piece of music I ever like listened to was Pantera. It was like a rock
Okay,
group.
yeah. I listen to yeah. Fuck with
Yeah,
Pantera. Hell yeah.
yeah. And then he played me like Pantera, and then played a lot of like just like the basic like Metallica and like Nirvana and shit. But that's like usually where that's where like my music and my sound originated was from that. And then as I got older, I never really like listened to rap besides like Biggie and like Tupac and shit because my dad was like everyone's on that shit. All the old heads
Yeah.
be like fucking with that shit. So um really, bro, it's just my dad for real. I mean, my dad he inspired me to make like music that where I could open my mind, because not a lot of fathers would be just playing their kid rock music. You feel me? Like, so
Yeah.
he got me into that shit. And then yeah, I mean, I have like now in this generation, bro, I have a lot of inspiration. Like it's an obvious one that everyone always compares me to, which is X. Like X is a really big inspiration to me, and that's someone that I'll always give like the flowers to, and I'll always mention him because he's the one that made me as a person for real, and like my music really resides in that type of vibe. You know what I mean?
I'm
So
fuck with that
yeah,
completely. Fuck with him heavily. Speaking of
man.
X, I was talking to a few mutuals that we got,
Hmm.
and I stumbled across your toxic challenge.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how you didn't place. I really don't. That shit was insane.
Yeah, bro. No, it's like honestly, because like this is like the crazy thing. I don't want to like get into like business with this, with
Yeah.
this man, because he really just, me and Solomon, like Solomon, he like talked to me about some shit, which is ex manager and
Yeah.
shit, and I would message him, and I wanted to perform that song on one of my shows, before the picks came out. That way I can get more of like a chance to do it, and I wanted like to perform it and bring that energy there and like tribute to X for real. So
Okay.
but I didn't get the chance to because I didn't want to because I didn't want to clout chase off of him. And like people have like that knack of always saying, yo, like Anthony always be trying to like clout chase off of X and shit. But it's like honestly, bro, I have not made a single dollar off of X's name. I had a song I did. I don't know if you heard that leak with Juice WRLD and X. It's Do You Know the Way or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I did like a whole remix to that, or not remix, but like a cover to it, and it hit like almost 700K, bro, on my SoundCloud, and then that I didn't make a single penny off that shit, bro, because I don't want to I don't want to like disrespect X and his fan base. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
I have a good voice. I feel like I could sing, I could rap, do like a bunch of shit. So I didn't want to like you know just clout shit off of him, because like that shit's just not it's not cool, bro. And I see people that do that shit all the time off his name, and I'm not about that, bro. He's my inspiration. He's the one that really helped me go get through my depression, my anxiety, my derealization, all types of shit. You know what I mean? So I really go through a lot of shit mentally. So he helped me a lot, man. But yeah, dude. I mean that challenge is crazy, bro. Like there's like a lot of talent, dude. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it G real, bro. Like on some real shit, I didn't fuck with like the contestants besides Ant. Like
Yeah.
Ant was fire, bro. And I feel like they robbed him for real, because he was actually a really good artist.
I,
I actually like being super young, and like to be young and have that talent is super rare nowadays. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, for sure. When I was talking to him in the last one, we sat down and we talked about everything, like with that challenge and everything. And like I listened to his, and I I I think it's all, it shouldn't have happened how it did,
right,
um the way that they disqualified him like after announcing him, like type shit.
yeah, dude.
But
No, it's I feel like anyone that has talent and no matter what age deserves to have a place, and deserves to have a fan base, bro. I mean, I feel like this generation is super like I feel like we're not understood as people, so I feel like with this generation being so young and being able to make this money, bro, and to be able to do all this, bro, like that's just insane to me because it's like I haven't seen a generation. I mean, well, I mean, I'm still young, so I can't say I haven't seen, but even like my parents' generation, dude, I'm like, there hasn't been kids this young doing it how we do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And our generation is just super cold, bro. I feel like we're fucking raw as fuck, and I feel like it's just gonna keep evolving, bro. And like it's all about like the fucking young kids nowadays. I feel, so I feel like with that contest, it shouldn't have mattered what age you were, bro. Because if you have talent, you got talent, and that just shows. You know what I mean? So it's just the money part. I get it, giving
Yeah,
it to a
no,
young
for sure.
kid, but there's like like there's fucking rappers like Matt Ox and shit, bro, that be having like fucking intense amounts of money and they're fucking young as hell, bro. So I think this is really unfair for real. So
Yeah, no, I agree completely. And I truly, honestly believe that, if X was still around, he would have let Antone win, my opinion.
oh yeah, definitely, bro. He's really open to that shit. And I feel like money, he wasn't like a materialistic type of dude. You know what I mean? And like
No,
you just
yeah.
so I feel like he wouldn't even have cared about the money and how old he was, bro. He's just a genuine soul. So I feel like Antoine definitely deserves to win, bro. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Like you know, we're here now, and all we can do is just keep shooting for the stars, bro, and keep
That's
manifesting what we have. So I mean, just use what we have and just keep going for real.
um that's the main purpose in the end, is to perfect your craft and keep going, honestly. Um
Yeah, no, yeah,
so you got some shows coming up soon. One you just
yeah,
announced on
bro.
Instagram like a couple minutes ago.
hmm
And so talk to us about that. Like how many shows have you like performed, like type shit?
Say it again, bro. I keep getting FaceTime calls. Hold on, say it one more time.
Like how many shows have you like performed? Enjoy
Uh,
that aspect of things. 'Cause I feel like it's a rush, dude.
Honestly, bro, to be real with you, I just like like this last show was my first show I ever did, bro.
Okay.
Um, and that last show was like it was insane, bro. Like I did not expect the people to fuck with me like that, and to like, bro, I was doing mosh pits for my first show. I was fucking getting in the crowd, like everyone was following what I said, type shit, and I was just like, bro, like this is like unreal because it's my first
Yeah.
show. You know what I mean? Like, and there's kids out here that are fucking like singing my songs, bro, because I don't know what the fuck it was that day, bro. I just felt like I felt famous for real for like a day or two. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, shit felt good, but I still felt alone in a way. After that shit, I still felt like I wasn't really where I wanted to be. Um, but like that show was, it's crazy, and I feel like I have the energy to really go out there and do, what I want to do ideally. So, um, honestly, dude, like these next shows that are coming up for real, I have this one on the 30th, and I have I'm opening up for Famous Dex on March 3rd, and then we're shooting for trying to get Rolling Loud, bro, next year. Like, but that only can happen, bro, if I really do these shows and take over my city first. Because what I want to do is take over my city and then make noise, bro, and then go to different cities and kind of just travel around and get my shit going. You know, I don't want to go. I don't want to travel right now, bro. I want to take over
Yeah.
my city first and the first one out this bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No. Speaking of like, what city is that? Like, where at?
so I'm from Arizona, bro. So
Okay.
a lot
Okay.
of yeah, like this, honestly, bro, the scene in Arizona is getting crazy, bro. Like in my opinion, because there's like a lot of underground artists that be bringing that old style back, like that old 2016 shit,
Yeah.
and like a lot of people out here, bro, are, like fucking with that shit, and like the scene's getting big. And shout out my fucking DJ, bro, DJ Goth, bro. He's insane, bro. He gets shows wild, like you know what I mean. He's a great DJ. He has like his own podcast called AZ Way Too Active, and they get lots of fucking attention, bro. And like I feel like it's kind of like a fucking no jumper type of shit. You know what I mean? Like it'll blow up like
Yeah.
that, not bigger, bro. You know, I feel like Arizona has so much talent, and we're not seeing it. So I feel like if I can be that one artist that can really blow and make it out of here, I feel like this shit will actually, it'll be bigger than what it ever was, bro. Because we haven't really had a lot of Arizona artists come out from here. You know what I mean? So
So what you're saying is I might see you at March.
yeah, bro. Hey, man, that's the goal, bro. Like real shit. That's the goal, man. And like right now, I'm focused on this next show to make noise, and then famous decks to get like connections and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there I want to shoot for well I'm doing Wi-Fi's funeral as well, so I'm
Okay.
going with
Is
Wi-Fi for
when
I'm
is
doing that
that?
show.
At the March one?
In Phoenix, yeah, it's one in Phoenix, bro, but I don't think they have announced it yet. But my
Okay.
DJ told me he has a spot for me, so I'm trying to get that shit. I'm trying to just get whatever fucking shows I can get, bro. Like whether it's like on the streets, whether it's outside, whether it's like fucking middle of nowhere, bro. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I want to just really get these shows going. So.
I respect that completely. I'm gonna be at Rolling Loud, California. And
Oh, word.
I was just saying, I mean, might be sometime I see you there. I mean, shit.
Yeah, bro, that'd be crazy, man. I just I mean, back to like the whole. I mean, I don't want to backtrack, but like the whole inspiration shit. I don't want
Okay.
anyone getting like the bad image of me just liking X, bro. But I like a bunch of artists, bro. Like like I fucking love Coldplay, bro. Like Coldplay really just fucking. Like that music, bro. To me, like Coldplay, it makes me feel like I'm not from this world, dude. Like that type of like, I feel like I'm just so happy and like I feel like I'm just flying through Earth, bro. When I listen to Coldplay, like I just fucking no problems, you know what I mean? And like that shit makes me feel inspired every single day. So, I fuck with Coldplay a lot, dude. And like Deftones, like most definitely, bro. But like I feel like Deftones got ruined by TikTok, bro, in my opinion. Cause I
They
used to fuck,
did.
I fuck with Deftones way fucking before like anyone fucking, knew him because of my dad, bro. Like my dad was really into rock shit for real, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
he really, he fucking put me on to him, and then dude, I fucking like a lot of rock artists, but I have a whole list and shit, but I don't want to go on and on. But
Hey, so
you know,
put you on the spot. You had to name your top 5 artists right now,
right now in this era,
right? Or any era, top 5.
shit.
Doesn't have to
For one,
doesn't have to be all rap. Can be like a mixture of rock because I listen to a lot of fucking rock shit.
all right. Fuck, do my top five. So first of all time, bro, I fuck with Michael Jackson, bro. And it's like
Okay.
it's weird, bro, but Michael Jackson only because of the way he took over the world and he was able to make an impact. People might not see him as the person he is because of the controversy of what he did, but you have to separate the art from the artist, and so I feel like as far as art, he's really fucking he's like greatest of all time, dude. And then you know I fuck with him at one, dude, and then at two, it's got to be um shit at two. We got Michael Jackson at one. We got at two. I would say uh, Kanye, bro,
Oh,
and like yeah, Kanye. Like I said, man, separate the art from the
separate the
artist.
art
So
from, yeah,
yeah,
completely.
yeah. So with Kanye, he's like one of my favorite ones, bro, because he really inspired me. To produce and just to really believe in yourself, bro. And when no one does, and like to really like spread, open up your mind and shit, and to say what you want to say when others don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
I
agree.
fuck with Kanye. He's on my second. My third, I say like The Weeknd. The Weeknd's fire. Not like his new shit, but I mean his old shit's fire. Like
Okay.
House of Balloon. Yeah, like the everything, bro.
Okay.
With The Weeknd and then X at four. Um, Dude, honestly, I would place X way higher, bro. But I'm just trying to go like by what I listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And then At 5, bro, I wanna say Coldplay, bro, like, just because that shit, you know, it fucking but honestly, bro, I take pride in, like, the shit that I fucking listen to be honest, so, like, I don't really be like this top 5 might change, like, a different interview, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm so, like, everywhere with my fucking music, like, I like to be open to everything, so but, like, what I can think of currently is just those artists, bro, because, like, you put me on the spot for real, but at the same time, dude, it's like, like, that's who I would really fucking if I had, any moments of be with them or talk to them, bro. Like those would be the artists that I would talk to, bro, and just kind of get like a vision into what their
Okay.
reality is, So, but yeah, most definitely, bro. I mean, Coldplay, they're crazy, bro. I fuck with them.
Or so you said Kanye. I know you mentioned that you had a clothing brand.
Mhm.
Does that kind of like tie in to like one another, like the slight inspiration from Kanye? Because I looked at your clothing brand.
Yeah.
I really fucked with the vision.
Mm.
Um, does like Kanye have like any like influential ties with that or
Um, nah, bro.
no?
Um, nah. I think with what Kanye really, as far as influence with Kanye is just speaking my mind on like Twitter and shit, and just going off and saying like, you know what I mean? Like I
As
say
you
like whatever the fuck I want to say. You know what I mean? Like if people don't fucking like me, bro, it's fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, bro. So honestly, it's like yeah, just like speaking my mind is what really influenced me from Kanye West. So, but I mean, as far as like the clothing brand, bro, like my biggest inspiration for my clothing brand was really just myself. Because
okay?
back when I was in high school, like my freshman year, I say going into sophomore year, I dropped like a clothing line. It was like Numb to Society, and I didn't fuck with that because I mean it was fire, but I feel like it was too corny and like at that point in time. So I took a break, bro, from doing clothes. I did sell like a lot of clothes at school and shit, and people were like wearing it and shit, but I just didn't really fuck with like the vision. So I kind of just quit with clothes, bro, and I figured out, I'm gonna take time with my music first and build more inspiration, and then drop my official clothing brand, which is now Forever World. So um, that clothing brand's gonna drop pretty soon. I'm just really getting like the vision together because I don't want to just drop some half of the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I what I looked at like it's some pretty like I like how you like have like the meaning of the pieces like in the caption.
Yeah, yeah,
I really fuck with that. I'm really big on that like meaning type shit. Like it
yeah.
saying how much someone can wear something or say something and it can mean completely different.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, one of my favorite pieces was the two masks that were on my shorts.
Yeah.
So, cause I mean that shit is like, like in like the Hispanic culture, I feel like that shit's really it's like overused, like the laugh not cry later shit. So I want to like just, you know, I want to separate that with my meaning because mine's just showing how quick you can be happy and how quick you can be sad. Like tragedy and happiness, bro. Or I don't even fucking believe in happiness, like joy. Joy and tragedy. You know what I mean? So I feel like with those masks, it like just like defines how you can find joy for a little bit, and then once tragedy strikes, bro, like you're fucking down, bro. You're depressed. You don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So that's really why like I put meanings behind my shirts and not just fucking drop some stupid ass shit that makes no sense. You know what I mean? So I want people like to walk around and feel empowered with themselves, like you know what I mean, like not embarrassed to wear what I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say this like all this is like by far my favorite fucking interviews I recorded.
Oh, I
Like
appreciate that, man.
I fuck with you, bro. Like I fuck with your vision. I listen to the playlist that you sent me. I fuck with your music.
I appreciate it,
Like
man.
no problem, bro. It's crazy, man. Because this is like what I wanted to do. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to interview artists who have meaning behind their
Right.
like you
Yeah, man.
you can get like any like SoundCloud rapper on here or whatever and just talk for fucking an hour or so and it'll just be the same bullshit. But you
Yeah.
get some artists who like Antone and then you who
Yeah.
actually like talk about the meaning of their shit. And I respect that 100% from you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, it's just like for me, it's far more than just music to me, bro. Like, music is what defines me, but at the same time, it's way, way deeper than just music, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to, you know, talk to my fans or to like the people that fuck with me, talk to them and actually have a civil conversation rather than just being a fucking dickhead, bro, and like walking around, with an ego and shit, like, like no one could touch me. You know what I mean? Like the only ego that I do have is just like where I feel like no artist can top me type shit. Because I feel like that's just because that's my ego and that's what I'm gonna use to get to where I want to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I see everyone as competition, bro. In my opinion, like I feel like everyone has their way of doing it, and I feel like my way of doing it is a lot different from these people. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I'm introverted, bro, but at the same time, it's like I just really fucking I just like I think so much, bro. Like I think every day I think so much, bro. I'll be staying up like 8 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro. Like from the previous day, like I stay up and I just fucking sit there, bro, and I just fucking I either like mix my music or I edit some shit, edit some videos, get some ideas, just study, research and shit. And I just can't stop that shit. You know what I mean? I feel like the more deeper I get into that, the more of an artist I can be. So that's why I just, it's far more than just posting a song, bro. Like I post my actual feelings and what I actually feel. And like I do like this fucking shit where I post some shit and I fucking delete it, bro. Like all
Okay.
the time. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't like doing,
Mm.
but so it's weird, bro. I don't
I
know why I
fuck
do
with
that
that.
shit.
I fuck with that though, because like, like you post something and then like I do the same thing on it.
Yeah.
Like I'll post something, I'll think that shit's fire. Not even like 2 minutes later, I'll delete it. Type shit.
Yeah, but honestly, because like my biggest advice, as an artist, and in any type of art that you do, I feel like when you create something and you drop it, right? I feel like you should take like a little mental break and like go meditate or go for a walk or go like for a car drive and just be in a complete silence, bro, and like not hear anything. So that way, when you hear what you dropped or what you created, bro, I feel like it'll hit different. You know what I mean? Because you haven't like listened to it more than once, and when you come back to it, then you can actually like pick everything from it, like what you didn't like and what you did like. So, like I take time on my shit. Honestly, I mean, I have like over 1,000 unreleased songs right now, bro. Like I'm always creating. I'm always creating, and I feel like my music is just. It's not like ahead of its time, but I feel like it's really just when it drops and you'll feel it. You know what I mean? Like you'll feel it in some way. Um, so that's why like whenever I drop shit, I get so excited and I'm like, fuck, dude, like this is trash. But then someone else might think that it's good, so I keep it up. And then if I don't think it's getting that, enough recognition, I just delete that shit. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I fuck with that.
Yeah, man. So
Speaking of dropping, you have like any coming drops or anything?
yeah, so I have well, so like my discography is like super different. Like I'll drop like some hard ass shit and then I'll start singing on some shit or I'll start like rapping on some like fucking like wavy ass beat or just do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm really like that, like diverse, bro. Like I can drop like a fucking rock song right now if I want to, or drop a fucking rap song or like a fucking acoustic song or just like a distorted song. Like you know what I mean? Like I can drop
Yeah.
anything at this point. So I feel like I have so much in my arsenal that if someone were to compete with me or someone were to do something, I could just drop that shit whenever, and you know what I mean. So I do have some shit dropping to do. I mean, I want to drop more EPs, but I feel like right now, like dropping albums and EPs isn't the right move at the same time. But I just want people to have a lot of my music. But at the same time, if you give them a lot of shit, dude, they can get tired of it. So um, recently, I just fucking like deleted like over 100 tracks on all platforms, bro. And I had like a lot. I had like 147 tracks, and I deleted like 100 of them, like on all platforms and shit. So I have like a little bit of workout, and I want to be more precise with my shit. And then you know what I mean. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
man, I actually feel like dropping soon. I actually have this like this one song called "We Don't Associate," and that's like kind of like a 2016 like type of vibe. You know what I mean? And like that
Okay.
should be dropping pretty soon. So yeah, man, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I love people send me music all the time, and I fucking all I listen to, or like I listen
Yeah, bro,
to.
that's where it's at.
um, I mean, because like I enjoy, like I'm trying to give. I like talking to you. I like talking to
Mhm.
all the fucking underground. I told Anton the same thing. Like I want to give the underground that voice. Like let them
Right.
be heard. Type.
Yeah, no, for
Because
real.
like a lot of people they don't really cover the underground. I mean, like at first, um, Jumper
Yeah,
covered the underground. Like they started to move.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
like that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm just trying to talk to the underground. Build that fuck up. And I'm gonna stick with the underground because this scene is so fucking.
Yeah, bro. And But honestly, I feel like people might think this is like, like out of pocket, but I feel like X really started that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like after he passed away, a lot of artists came out of nowhere, like diverse as fuck, bro. Because I feel like he opened that lane, bro, and that's why he's a legend, he's an icon, bro. Because he opened that lane for a lot of artists like me and artists like like these fucking underground artists, like they just really, whether like they say it or not, man, like he's the one that put that energy out there to open up that lane for all of us.
I
So yeah, man. Yeah.
If you had to give someone who wants to like upstart music, start from scratch, what would you tell them?
Um, Start music, but I feel like any artist that or any person that wants to start doing music, I feel like you should just really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, is this what makes me as a person? Or sit down and be like, yo, is this what really defines me? And the only way I can let my emotions out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people that want to be rappers might have a hidden talent of being like a motivational speaker, or they might have other talents that they don't know about. But I feel like with music, if you want to start that shit, you should really sit down with yourself, alone, silent, and just really get real with yourself and tell yourself, man, is this like what I want to do? And then once you want to do it, whatever song you make, no matter how trash it is, no matter how fucking bad it sounds, bro, just drop that shit, because that's how you grow, man. Like with criticism and feedback. So if you do want to start music, just fucking do it. Like, don't let anyone tell you anything else, bro. Like, don't let anyone tell you that your shit's trash, or don't let anyone tell you that you won't make it for real. Because when I made music when I first started, bro, I had so much fake love, dude. Like, people were always telling me, man, like your shit's hard, and like that shit never was, bro. And like I knew it never was, and people still wanted to tell me that it was good, just because I was the only person in my town doing that shit. So they were like, maybe this kid has something going on, but they don't want to be rude about it. You know what I mean? And like where I come from, bro, like my town's super soft, bro. Like a lot of people are really soft and they want to just, I guess you would say, like dick ride people. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and I don't fuck with that type of energy. So I feel like if you think I'm fucking shit, bro, you tell me I'm shit. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
tell me like straight up. So that's why I feel like for an artist, just take criticism and just do whatever the fuck you want to do, bro. You know what I mean? Like drop your songs, bro. Like even if it's like do band lab or just through your phone, or if you get like a old laptop or something, bro, just fucking do it, man. Like wherever you're at, just create. You know what I mean? So like these artists should really start to evolve in that aspect where if you want to start doing it, just fucking do it and don't let anything or anyone tell you otherwise, bro. Because once you let that shit get to you, you're not gonna want to do what you want to do in life. You know what I mean? So I really feel like artists should get real with themselves and be like, yo, like I shouldn't care what anyone says about me and just do it. You know what I mean?
Like I agree with
Yeah.
kind of go with it.
Yeah, man. Like if you have like a voice, bro, just use your voice to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like I think music is a beautiful thing, and I think like the frequency that you let out to people is the only way you can really get into your mind. You know what I mean? Because if you talk, bro, like you can talk all the time, but there's like a million words in one song. Like, all right, listen. All right, so we can talk about a bunch of shit like in a conversation, but there's always that one line in a song that literally takes from everything that you just said just in one line. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you are able to put all your words into like a song, but make it super short and like to the point, it hits a lot more different, bro, than as if you were to talk in a conversation. You know what I mean? It makes it almost unforgettable. Like when you have that lyric or that bar that just like hits people differently, bro. Like that means a lot more than a conversation, in my opinion. So it's more like relatable in a way, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your
Hmm.
how'd you meet your DJ? How'd you guys link up?
So I went to a show. I went to a Wi-Fi's funeral show, and he was DJing there. And I started seeing him on stage, and he was like really amped up. And a lot of the kids in the crowd weren't like amped up. I mean, at least when I saw him, you know what I mean. And I just love like the energy he had, bro, and like it kind of matched my energy. Like how I saw it was like if I perform, I want this motherfucker to be my fucking DJ because he matches my energy, bro. Like this is like my first show, so the last show that I had, my very first one, he was gonna host it, but he wasn't gonna. But he got sick, so he wasn't able to go. So I haven't met him in person. Like, I mean, I met him at that first show, or at the Wi-Fi's funeral show that I went to, but I didn't like talk to him. You know, kind of just dapped him up or whatever, and then I, hit him on Instagram and then chopped it up and shit. But I haven't like sat down and build that chemistry with him. So um, I just feel like his energy is just like really. It's just like mine, bro. Like I feel like if we connect together, I feel like we can do a lot of crazy shit. So um, meeting him, through like social media, like he just showed me like that he's a real person. Like he's genuine, he's real as fuck, bro. He's funny, he's cool as hell, bro. Like he's like like a real chill person, bro. Like it's like no other way like to describe it really. He's just a really chill person. So um I feel like with him, he's got a lot of potential, bro. Like also like DJ Scheme type shit, if not better. You know what I mean? Like he's really on some shit, dude. Like he really is. Like he's got a fan base. He throws these shows. Like he's dedicated to that shit. And that's what I fuck with. Cause bro, honestly, I don't have a job right now, bro. Like I ain't fucking with that shit. You know what I mean? Like I've
Okay.
been making like money off of music, bro. Like I've been saving my shit and I have a good amount saved up because of my music, bro. Like I really, like these shows and shit that I do and like the promotion that I get or whatever, like that's where like my fucking money comes from. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is gonna make me um reach my goals, bro. Is just music. You know what I mean? Like if I do this shit and I stay dedicated to it and I stay around people that are inspired just like me, there's no way I'm not gonna make it. So, shout out to Goth, bro. He's like a really big inspiration right now. Just showing me that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, bro. Honestly, like he's really just setting that platform for me to be like, yo, and for him to like accept me and be like a DJ, for me at my shows, bro. Like that shit just means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like chemistry's always good. So
I'm gonna have to do some because
yeah, bro. Like
sounds like a
I
dope
fucking
person.
yeah. His Instagram is for anyone that's watching this is it's DJ underscore Goth and um yeah, dude, if you look at his shit, dude, like he has a lot of videos where he's just turning the crowds up, bro. Like he's bro, he's a cold ass DJ, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. He crazy, bro. So yeah,
Tap in. I'm gonna have to
he's
tap
tough.
in and do some.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, bro. He's tough. Yeah.
I took notes. Like when I do interviews like this, I research codes
Yeah, there's like
thing.
not like much to like research about me, like on
Yeah,
just my music, but I feel like, just
I went off of your music that you sent me in to ask questions in there, and you've fucking topic.
thank you, bro.
Like that shit's fucking you've gotten the shit that I haven't even asked yet. What the fuck are you answering to that shit?
Yeah, man. No, man, I'm open, bro. Like whatever questions you got, man, anything personal, anything, like whatever questions you got, bro, I'll answer them to my ability, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. What was your early life like growing up type shit?
Growing up, I'd say it was like a bumpy road, bro. I mean, I don't want to be cliche and be like I had a troubled life because it wasn't really like that, but it was more so, um, shit. Let me get deep into it. So honestly, bro, it was more of like a mental battle my whole entire life. So, as a kid, my dad, he was an alcoholic, and he's different now, bro. You know what I mean? But um, on like big occasions and shit, he wouldn't be there really, and because he was just had a problem, bro. And like I understood him. Well, I understand him now, but back then I didn't really understand. Um, so just like having that mental block from seeing my mom go through like the shit that she went through, bro, and my dad, being in and out, in a way, I feel like that shit's just super. It scars you, bro. You know what I mean? So, as like a child, I was bullied. People didn't really fuck with me, but I didn't really let that shit get to me. Like I was either like talking back or fighting back, bro, because I don't like to be, like bitched out and like being little bro, whatever. So I always like try to make a presence, even though this fucking motherfucker was like 6, 7 feet tall, bro, and I was like fucking 4 feet. You know what I mean? Like it's more of like I want to be heard in a way where it's like once you hear who I am as a person, and you know me as a person, like you actually see that I just want to help people, in general. So when I was like a young kid, I would like spread joy and shit and like spread love. And when someone would like get in the way of that shit, bro, I get so offended. You know what I mean? And I get pissed off and shit, and then I would be angry and I would show like my dark side or whatever, and like people didn't understand why. So someone's calling me, bro. My fucking phone blowing up. Yeah, it's like going through shit. You know what I mean? So like I really just I'm trying to find my that ground. As a kid, I was trying to find that ground of like who's gonna understand me. You know what I mean? So growing up, it was like tough, bro. Like to be honest, like we were always moving house to house. We were poor, bro. Like I never really had a set place where I could sit down and be like, yo, I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And just people around me like dying and shit. I had like my best friend overdose. I had my cousin overdose. Like I had a lot of shit, but like people that have passed away that has affected me mentally. So as far as physically and like what I went through, I wouldn't say it was like a hard life, bro, but it was definitely something that triggered something for me to be where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like depression has always been a factor in my life since I was a little kid, bro. Like I was that one kid, bro. Literally, I was that one kid where like I'm fucking 8 years old, bro. I like remember my mom having a fucking laptop or like a desktop. When you enter my house, it was like a desktop on the right hand side
Okay.
and like the chair, and you would sit there and shit. And I remember every day after school, bro, instead of like going outside and playing with my toys or playing whatever, doing sports, whatever, dude, I would just go to that computer and just fucking research about bullshit, bro, like conspiracy theories and like this shit that was like out of like pocket, bro, like this crazy shit, dude. And like my fucking mom would get mad at me and be like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like I would study FEMA camps, bro, at like the age of 8, bro. You know what I mean? Like FEMA camps and like just theories about like how like the government, like is like not corrupted in a way, but I mean it is. But like at that time, I would like look at all like the predictions of how they're gonna control like the world, like you know what I mean, like the fucking New World Order type shit. I would look at that shit when I was a kid, bro, and I was always talking about that shit like to my family, and they were like, "Bro, like shut the fuck up," you know what I mean? Like, but I was always like, "Nah, like this is like it's for real, like this is serious," and like I would be considered crazy as a kid, bro, because I was always into that shit, dude. Like I never really had a childhood because I was just so into like always like purposely like fucking up my fucking mental state, bro. You know what I mean? Like I would purposely like do shit to make me evolve as a person as a kid. I mean, at that time I didn't know what like evolution was really. Like I
Yeah.
did, but I didn't know like how like to evolve the mind. But I guess accidentally I was doing that shit, bro. Like I was like maturing at an age where I shouldn't have been maturing that quick. You know what I mean? So that's what made me like I guess super inspired and like I guess like a genius in a way. You know what I mean? And that's why like everything that I do, bro, is like really based off of what I learned when I was a kid. So um I guess like growing up through like it's just like mental shit that I went through, bro. Like my parents arguing or like my cousins like we fighting all the time and shit, or like I would like disappear, bro. I would go somewhere, I get bullied and shit. I get like all types of shit, bro. And then it's just weird, bro. It's like I feel like that mental factor, then also bouncing house to house and deaths around like my family and shit. I feel like that shit really like fucked me up as a kid, bro. So I guess I'm just like mentally scarred and like when you get older, like that shit hits a lot more, bro. Because it like you feel it when you're a lot older. Because like as a kid, you don't really know, like you're so innocent. You know what I mean? Like you don't really know what's happening. But when you get older, you like backtrack and you're like, dude, you know what I mean? You're like, fuck. And then you kind of just sit there and like really ponder on like, yo, like I went through a lot of shit and I didn't even recognize it. And even like to this day, bro, I go through like a lot of fucking shit, dude. And like I haven't even like I don't cry, bro. I don't fucking like. Only way I show my emotion really is through anger, bro. That's like what I don't like. You know what I mean? And I'm trying like to fix that really because I have like mental problems, bro. I have bad ones. I have I'm bipolar as fuck, dude. Like um, I just think a lot to where I feel like I'm crazy sometimes, bro. And I stay up and I don't take care of like my mental health in a way. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind
Yeah.
of like living like that fast life, really. So um, yeah, man, it makes me feel like really alone sometimes. It's like I feel like no one's really understanding why I'm doing this, and even myself, I don't understand why I'm doing this, and I feel like alone type shit. So ideally, bro, like what I'm trying to say, I know like I talk like a lot about this shit,
Oh,
but
you're good, bro.
you know what I mean. Like ideally, I just feel like I had a really really bad mental childhood. You know what I mean? Like mentally, I was just so fucked up, bro. Like I never really had peace in myself, or I never had a childhood really. So, um, but yeah, man, just going through like family shit has always been fucked up, dude. Like even like to this day, like my family struggles a lot. You know what I mean? And like all I have, bro, is literally just me and my car, bro. Like where I stay at is like my cousin's crib, because he wants to help me out type shit. But I'm like I'm like on the streets, bro. I just fucking really I'm like living the fast life, like just fucking, bro. I don't know, dude. I make shit happen. I make shit work. You know what I mean? I like my biggest quote is like I refuse to be broke. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, bro. Like no matter what the fuck I'm going through, dude. Like I'll find a way. You know what I mean? So um, that's why I think that happened. As a kid too, bro. Like people didn't understand me or know who I was as a person, or tried to be there for me. So I figured it out myself. You know what I mean? So growing up now, I just do this shit on my own, bro. I figured out by myself, really. So
I real. Like I respect that
yeah, man,
shit
appreciate it.
as someone who also I respect that.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, dude, I mean, like I've been through like suicide attempts, bro. I've been through a lot of shit, man. And like even like to this day, bro, I be thinking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I be thinking sometimes like, damn, bro, I don't want to be here for real. And like it gets bad, bro. It gets bad to like where I get so blind to this shit, and I don't even like know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. And, like I just do it out of anger, and like I'm in a city right now where it's like there's people out here that are just fucked up, bro, and like they'll shoot you for whatever the fuck reason it is, dude, and like it's just like surrounded by a bunch of negativity, dude, and like I'm out here like I don't know anybody over here. I just moved here, bro. And I'm like lashing out on people, bro. Like you know what I mean, like getting like road rage, or someone like fucking looks at me wrong, bro. I get pissed, and like I'm by myself. I don't know anyone here, and like that's one thing I'm trying to fix right now is I have that. Like, it just sucks, bro. You know what I mean? Like I can't like control it in a way, but I can, So it's just like it's a really crazy thing to possess, I guess.
I respect that. I grew up in Richmond.
Yeah.
I still don't know half the people.
Right.
I don't. When I leave is when I go to my date.
Yeah.
And I just come home and I fucking sit here and I work on
Yeah.
this shit, bro.
Bro, I believe in you, bro. Like when I first like reached out to you, bro, I saw your vision, dude, and it's like so look, like people that I connect with, bro, they're not just random people, bro. Like I feel energy, bro. I feel people when they have like a fucking aspiration, bro. I feel like when people have something going, bro, and like I know it's gonna work out, then I connect with them in a way. You know what I mean? Like with your podcast, bro, your vision and the way you portray yourself and the way that you move, bro, as a person, I feel like you really have a spark that you haven't found yet. You know what I mean? And doing this and interviewing kids and people like me, bro, like and like Antoine and like whoever the fuck you interview, bro, you're picking their brains and it's also benefiting you in a way. And that's why it's good for you, and that's a really, really good way to evolve as a person. So I feel like whatever the fuck you're doing, bro, like it's gonna happen sooner or later, and I feel like you'll be top tier in that position, bro. You know what I mean? So like whatever the fuck you're thinking, bro, or like whatever like you're doing, like just let that shit out, bro. You know what I mean? Like whether it's like a podcast or just an interview, bro. Like don't spend so much time trying to get into people's minds through interviews to the point where where you get blinded from your own feelings and troubles. You know what I mean? Like you also want to take care of yourself first. You know what I mean? And like you doing this, bro, it's almost like therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're talking to people and you're still putting yourself out there. But like whatever you're going through, bro, you got to really reach out too, man. Because I've seen people that have done podcasts and interviews and shit, and they don't find like the motivation to keep going because they're going through so much shit. And for you to keep doing this shit and to stay inspired, bro, shows a lot. With your art. So that's why I believe in you. That's why you know what I mean. Like wanted to get an interview by you. You know what I mean? Because like you're like the first person that has ever interviewed me. You know what I mean? And like that's crazy because it's like it could potentially be something that can get bigger from here on out. You know what I mean? And like I'm glad to give that energy to you. You know what I mean? And I want you to make it, bro. And like whatever the fuck you need and whatever you desire, bro. I got you, for real. You know what I mean? Like I'm here for you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man. No problem.
Damn, that shit touched me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, you really gotta, just get real with yourself, bro, and just sit there and be like, yo, like, this is my fucking dream, bro. Fuck everyone. Like, I don't give a fuck about what anyone says, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking do this shit, bro. Like, there's no excuses. There's nothing else that you should consider, bro, besides your dreams, bro. Like, if you sit there and you want to fucking talk about like like if you have a day job, bro, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do it, bro, but do it with a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it with your purpose being that you want to get this podcast shit going. You know what I mean? And
Plus, I got daughters.
yeah, man, so, like, that's good, bro. Like, do it for her, dude, and like, but most importantly, do it for yourself so you can be a bigger person for her. You know what I mean? And to be a better person for her. So that's why I really, I don't have kids, bro, but I have people around me that have kids. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I feel like you should, really do this shit, and for yourself, really, and because, bro, you want to evolve as a person. Like, you want to evolve yourself and as a person, bro, as a whole, for you to be good for other people. You know what I mean? Like, for you to make an impact on other people, you want to work on yourself first. Because if you hate yourself, bro, and you fucking can't do shit, and like you feel depressed all the time, dude, it's gonna feed off to your daughter. You know what I mean? And it's gonna
Yeah.
feed off to anyone. So I feel like you should really, work on yourself before anything, bro. Still, like, pay mind to your daughter and shit, obviously, bro. But it's like, just meditate sometimes, or just be with yourself, and like, try to figure out what you have going on wrong in life, bro, and just figure that shit out so that way your daughter isn't suffering. You know what I mean? So, and I could tell you that you're a good father, bro, because I mean, you're super genuine, bro. Like, you're cool as fuck. Like, you're open, bro, and I feel like that's what a daughter would need out of a man, bro, out of a dad. You know what I mean? There's like that she can have someone that she can like confide in and talk to. You know what I mean, about anything. And for you to be so open about that shit is like super fucking, bro. It's a plus, dude. And like, I believe that you will do anything and everything for her and yourself, bro. So, you know what I mean. So I respect you for that, bro. You know what I mean, for still chasing your dreams and then being there for your daughter and working a day job, bro. Like, you know what I mean. Like, if you're struggling right now, bro, like, you're gonna make it, bro. Trust me, dude. Like, if you're going through like a lot of shit right now, you're gonna make it, bro, because you're sacrificing right now. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely got that shit, bro. And like, I'm here every step of the way, bro. You know what I mean? Like, every show, that I'm at, dude. Like, and I just know that you have someone in me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, like, I'm like your friend, bro. Like, I'm not a fucking artist. Fuck all that shit. I'm your friend, bro. I'm your homie and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, outside of this shit, like, I'm here, bro. So just don't feel alone in that shit. You know what I mean? So I believe in you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. And same goes for you. I don't want you
I
to look
appreciate
at
it.
me like someone like, oh, this guy just interviewed me loud or whatever.
No, 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 bro. No.
I when I reach out to people who like do like to do the podcasts and shit, like I build like connections with them before anything. I
Yeah,
did it with Antone. I met Antone through another, like the first person who I did a podcast with, Billy Backwood,
yeah,
and it's just going in motion throughout there. And like I don't like I still talk to these people who I've interviewed like day in and day out. Like they're people
yeah,
who I
yeah,
like regularly pick up on type shit.
yeah,
And
bro.
it's just connections are crazy, man.
No,
Unreal.
definitely, bro. Yeah, that's the way to go. Is connections, bro. People that can help you, get 10 steps closer to your dream, bro. You know what I mean? So that's, yeah, bro. Like, it's good to make connections and shit, but you gotta also be careful with who you do it with. You know what I mean? So you don't want to give someone like your full 100% energy, bro, because they can take advantage of that. So, whether it's love or whether it's friends or just anything, bro. Even art, even like the shit that you do, if you give it too much of your energy, bro, you can also get bored of it, and you're not gonna want to do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude. And, honestly, bro, like, whatever the fuck we have going on in our lives, bro, this is what brings us a peace of mind. Is like doing shit that we love. You know what I mean? So, like I fuck with that shit, bro. I fuck with like everything that you're doing, bro, and like your perspective on this shit. So, yeah, yeah, for sure, bro.
Getting down to the end. So the final thing I'm gonna ask you right now is had to give a message anyone want. What would you tell them?
um, let's see. I want people to see themselves more as than just a human, bro. Honestly, I want people to see themselves more as, you know, an extraterrestrial in the way. You know what I mean? Like someone that not human. You know what I mean? I want you to feel like you have the most power than anyone next to you, in front of you, and behind you. You know what I mean? I want you to feel empowered within yourself and to love yourself, bro. Because we have so much power that we possess that we don't even know about. You know what I mean? And I feel like when we cloud ourselves too much with like friends and people around us, like it's not bad to be social, but I feel like if you know you're finding distractions in like drugs and people and shit, bro, you're not really being real with yourself. You know what I mean? And you're not really evolving as a person. So I really feel like if you have a dream, bro, or if you have anything that you desire, like the only way to get to that point in your life is to really like truly believe in yourself, not anyone else, bro. Like don't give someone else the attention that you deserve. You know what I mean? So um I feel like people should just see themselves like as a genius, bro. Like if you're a fucking genius, you're a genius, bro, and just see it like that. Like no one can touch you, no one can do what you do, no one can fucking empower themselves how you empower yourself. Like you are your own person, and you should really take that and move on with life, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like you're more than a human being, bro. You should never see yourself as a human being because we're gonna keep evolving, bro, and you want to be ahead of time, not behind the time. You know what I mean? So you want to be ahead of everyone, but you don't want to stay back, bro. Even like with the past, you don't want to stay stuck in the past or in the past. You want to stay stuck what's in front of you. You know what I mean? So honestly, man, like if anyone feels alone or anyone feels like they have mental issues, bro, like my DMs are open. Like talk to me about anything. Like I'm gonna have something and I'm gonna make a sort of like empire sort of thing, or like through group chats and shit where y'all can talk to me and talk to anyone. Kind of just feel like just I want to make a group chat or something, bro, where people are only in that group chat that are inspired and motivated, so everyone else can be motivated and inspired. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
I want everyone to connect like with the right people, not the wrong people. So ideally, I just want everyone to just really figure themselves out, bro, and then see themselves more as a human. Really, you know what I mean? Because you are. You know what I mean? Like if you're just a human doing regular shit, then you're gonna be living a regular life. You don't want that. And like we're so young that you want to live your life to your full potential. Like where a year feels like the best year of your life. You know what I mean? Not where a year feels like you've been struggling the whole time. You know what I mean? So I just want people to find themselves, man. Really. So I have bipolar disorder. I have fucking derealization. I have anxiety, depression, bro. I go through a lot of shit, man. But I'm still trying to push forward, and I feel like people should take me as inspiration to push forward. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids that have gone through what I've gone through have not really made it. Like mentally. So, and I want people to find that peace of mind within me and pick my brain and feel like, yo, if you can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? And if someone feels not motivated, bro, I'm here to like motivate them. So honestly, man, just stay tuned with like what I got, bro, because I really have a lot of ideas and inspiration and outlets for people. You know what I mean? I want everyone to feel like they can reach their dreams quicker you know, than anything that they've ever tried to do. You know what I mean? Like I just want to build that outlet for people to really get themselves started, bro. And get themselves going. Rather than just sitting by yourself and not knowing what to do. You know what I mean? I want them to find peace of mind in me. So yeah, man.
All about.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate hopping on here and taking time.
Yeah, man. Of course.
You want to shout out all your links are in the description anyway.
Yeah, man. Freaking. It's literally Anthony on everything. It's like a cliche name, but people don't really know like what the meaning is behind my name. But I'm gonna say it. So, it's spelled Axthvny. So my name is Anthony, but the X and the V in my name stand for the Roman numerals of what's like number 15. So that was the age I started making music. Was at the age of 15. So I put that in my name, just to really show like where I started, where I came from. So the X and the V mean 15. That's like my number where I started really going through the most shit in my life and started to make music. So that's on everything is AXTHVNY. On TikTok, it's just like Nocturne Nights. It's like NOCTURNE and then Nights. Um, so it's just like you can go on there and just fucking whatever, like look at the videos I post or whatever. But on all platforms, it's just AXTHVNY, man. So fuck with me.
I
Hell yeah,
appreciate
bro.
it, brother.
Yeah, man.
I hope you have a
Always.
fantastic night. Um, Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, man, I'm excited too, bro. And like, it's gonna be crazy, bro. Like this next year's gonna be crazy. And I ain't really big on the fucking New Year, New Me shit. But honestly, bro, like this next year, bro, I have a lot of shows coming, a lot of fucking music coming, a lot of connections, bro, a lot of big announcements. So I'm fucking excited for this shit. And like, just stay tuned with this shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like we on some shit. Like we're all the family. We're gonna fucking explode, bro. We're gonna take over the world.
I can't wait, bro. Of
Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate you at this interview, man, for real.
course, my friend. Of course.
All right, my guy. I'll catch you soon, all right?
All right, brother. You have a good night.
All right, man. You too, bro.
All right, guys. That was the interview with Anthony. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was truly a eye-opening experience. 2023 is coming up. New year, new me. More podcasts coming. More guests coming. Yeah. I'll see you guys in New Year. Later.